Tak když jsem si myslela, že už budete všichni unavení, tak jsme tady startovali diskuzi a následný rozhovor o investičních příležitostech ve Španělsku a bylo nacpáno podobně jako teď. Takže je vidět, že o Španělsko je skutečně zájem, tak dnes přidáme další pohled odborníků. Za poklady španělského pobřeží nás teď vezmou Aneta Kačerová ze společnosti Platinum Canary. Doufám, že ji tady máme, rozhlížím se. Abych vám o tom Španělsku třeba nepovídala já sama, ale zkusíme další.
Pardon, tam je změna, já půjdem na město, paní Kačerová.
Bezva, tak vy se nám představíte? A ještě budu někdy, já jsem tady měla 3 jména, tak nevím, jestli mám pokračovat. Ano, skvělé. Christo Palasov z CoastVenture. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a change of a speaker, and I don't have the up-to-date information, so I'll also ask you to introduce yourself. Yes. And you may join guys at the stage.
Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation. My name is Steina Jónsdóttir. I am Icelandic, but a resident and citizen in Spain, been living there and working for 20 years. Should I start? The presentation, I mean.
Yes, it's there. Oh no, it's why choose new property.
Yeah,
that's Novus Habitat.
Do we have the remote? Okay. Yes, hi again. My name is Steina, like I said. I am here with my company, Novus Habitat, and we represent new build projects on the entire southeast coastline of Spain, in the whole of Costa Blanca, Costa Cálida, and even down to Costa del Sol, and we also have properties and staff on the island of Tenerife. Why do we present new builds? Almost only new builds. There are several reasons for this. Why should you choose a new build property in Spain? For the first and foremost, the designs in Spain have changed a lot the recent years, and the design is modern and it's comfortable, and the windows are big. When I moved to Spain in the year 2004, the windows were very small. No sun was allowed to come into your home. So today we have, apart from that, very big terraces, beautiful outside areas, and the communal areas in the residentials are very, very beautiful and have a lot to offer. There is a better isolation. We have new laws in building regulations in Spain since 2013. We have to build according to European standards, though that means that the houses and the apartments need a certification, energy certification of B+ or A. That also means that you don't have to pay too much electricity like before. It's energy saving and it's comfortable. Also, when you buy a new build property, the contractor, the builder is obliged to have a 10 years builder's guarantee on the structure and the other things important in the building. What do you need? To make this lecture as useful as possible for many of you, I have decided to guide you through the process, the buying process in Spain. I'm assuming it's a little bit different from what you know from here, as it is different from what I know in Iceland. So I'm gonna take you through the steps before you go and invest in Spain. What do you need to know? You need to know that there are extra costs on top of the purchase price. We have a VAT, 10%. Then we have another tax in the notaries, 1.5. We have stamp fees, notary costs, registering costs, etc. Altogether, I advise that people calculate about 13 or 14% on top of the purchase price. When you come to Spain and you choose a property, you find the right property and you want to buy it, you need to make a reservation deposit. It's usually 6,000 euros paid with a card or a transfer, or in some cases 10,000 euros. The payment plan then, when the contract comes about a month later, is about 30 to 40% payments while the apartment or the house is being built, and then the rest is paid in the notary when you get the property. If you need to take out a mortgage in Spain, a non-resident can apply for maximum 70%. You also are, you will have to go to evaluation I'm assuming that's the same for here. And you receive the money on the signing of the deeds. That means you need to have 50% of the purchase price in your back pocket before you go ahead and buy a property in Spain. Availability, supply, and demand. We need to talk about this because fixed prices by the builder are the same for everyone. It's not like when you're looking at a second-hand property where you can find the same property with a different price with two different real estate agencies. The prices in Spain change every day because we have massive interest. People buy maybe the cheapest properties first, and so on and so on. So the price can change from day to day. We have waiting lists for several projects, and once the reservation deposit is paid, the price is fixed. Just so you know that, because in the next phase, the prices might go up for similar apartments. Once the property is reserved, we need to take you through a process. We need to introduce you to a lawyer and sign a power of attorney. This lawyer needs to apply for NIE numbers for you. You need an NIE number to buy a property in Spain. We need to make negotiations with the builder, make a contract, and so on and so on. And the lawyer is very important. Now, once you are owners in Spain, what is the maintenance cost of a property in Spain if you have a community, a communal pool, elevators, spa, gym, etc.? There is a community fee, monthly fee. And if you don't have a community, if there's a villa, then you have to pay for a pool guy to take care of your pool, to keep it clean. You also have yearly municipality tax and tax return to pay in Spain. But all of this, the lawyer that we provide you, he will take care of all of this. In Novus Habitat, we advise that people come for a viewing trip because buying a property in Spain is a huge decision. So it's worth it to come down, spend a few days with us, go around and look at the areas, different properties, get information about the culture, the food, the beaches, etc. If you decide to come on a viewing trip, we book the flight together. I need to be available, and we need to be available to attend to you. We provide the accommodation, and we pick you up at the airport. Areas and properties are viewed during 2 or 3 days. And then we have an appointment with a lawyer if we're lucky and find the right property. And after that, we take care of the whole buying process. And after you get the property delivered, we also service you with buying furniture, etc., whatever you may need. If you book a viewing trip and you buy on a viewing trip, we refund the flying cost. Why should you choose Novus Habitat? There are many, many, many real estate agencies in Spain. I guess you know that. It is important that you choose the company you want to service you. The companies in Spain nowadays, since October last year, need to have API, which is a legalization of our business, and you need to be sure that you get first-class service. It is complicated sometimes to buy a property in a different country, different language, etc., etc. I speak fluent Spanish, and it's very important that you have a person that guides you through this with knowledge. Yes, and solution. We always try to find a solution. Obviously, we can't say that everything goes 110% perfectly all the time, but if there is any problem, any issue we need to solve, we have a solution in 99% of these cases. Any questions? No, it was a good lecture, so no questions. Martin, are you next, or Christo? Martin. Yeah? Thank you.
So good morning. morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, there is a slight change of the presentation, so presentator. So don't have high expectations. But we'll go through really quickly about the possibilities to invest in Tenerife and why is it an interesting market, either for people in Slovakia, Czechia, or any other countries in the world, and what is the unique thing about Tenerife. We are operating since 2014 in Tenerife. We have most of our employees are Czech, so we don't have a problem to communicate with you in your own language. From point of view, what we can offer you is a complete service with the property management, legal service, everything what you need to go through the whole process of buying investment in Tenerife. For Tenerife, as you know, probably is a really small island, but it has almost 140 real estate agents or real estate agencies. So it's really important to know the market and to have a partner who is really able to provide you with all necessary information and find a good investment for you. We are trying to have, and we are having individual approach to every customer, and starting with the searching of the property up to the end where you are receiving the keys from your new apartment or your new villa. The main difference between Spain and Tenerife is probably about the climate. The climate there is really wonderful, and you can really say that the season for touristic activities is there all year long. So that's a really big advantage. There is no other place in Europe where you can really during the December go to swim in the ocean where it's outside 27 degrees and the ocean have 23 degrees. So these kind of possibilities are really not easy to find. Also, either even the island itself is really small. You have a lot of microclimates, so you can go in 30 minutes from beach up to the mountain. On the beach there will be 30 degrees, up in the mountains 22 degrees. You can go for a hike, you can go for a mountain biking, anything, all different kind of sport activities. So that's a really quite unusual, because really the island is quite small. Also, it's really interesting for people who want to spend some more time in their investment, because as you can see, Tenerife is one of the top 10 destinations for remote workers because of the climate, because of the good high quality optic internet and everything what you need for your work. So it can also be really interesting for you to invest and then use it also not just for vacation, but also maybe for as a remote working space for you. I was telling already about the possibilities for all kind of sports. Okay. Last year, maybe you hear that it was 18 million people visiting Canary Islands, all together of them. I think it was around 6 million people just on Tenerife. So it's a really big potential for you to have a good benefit from your investment. We are talking on some really good location that you can have occupancy around 90%, 85-90% during the whole year. And this is something really unique compared to the other maybe possibilities for this kind of investment. Also, there is a lot of development. The Canary Islands knew that they have to change some things, that the tourism will be more sustainable, and they are investing in the new infrastructure, new beaches, and they are trying to make it as good as possible for the people to enjoy the island, either if they are living there or coming as visitors. So I already spoke about it. What is the base or main advantages? It's of course the all year round usage of the property, stable property market, and a growth prospect. In the last year, maybe you hear that the growth of the prices in Tenerife was really like crazy, 10, 12%. I don't know exactly how it was. Probably it won't continue that way, but still you can count around 3-4% yearly that the prices will still go up. There is nothing at the moment that might indicate that this won't follow and this won't continue the growth of the property. Also about the high rentability I was talking about, really you can seriously get up to 90% of occupancy during the year, so that's really unique. Yep, that's pretty much it. If you have some questions, it will be nice if you will come to our stand, number 33, and then we can talk more about it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Christo. I'm founder and CEO of CoastVenture. Unfortunately, I could not replace myself like my partners did, so you have to live with me. I'm born in Bulgaria, spent the most of my life in Austria and in Germany, however. And middle of 2022, I moved to Tenerife, to Costa Deje, after a decade of five-star hotel management, and after another decade of international IT business, I moved to Tenerife, the best place for that, to combine this knowledge and drive the digital transformation of the real estate and the travel business on Tenerife, specifically on the Canary Islands. Founding a prop tech and travel tech company, supported also by the Canary government. There is an investors program by the Zona Especial Canaria for such type of companies which drive especially digitalization of the main businesses on Tenerife. On Tenerife, basically, you have two businesses. You have real estate, you have travel, that's it. So if you want to make money out of it with real estate, you combine both and you call it buy-to-rent investments. So this is basically what we are doing, and whereas my partners from Spain mainland and from Tenerife real estate were more guiding you through the buying process and the investment opportunities on Tenerife, I will give you a quick overview how to make money out of this investment in terms of the buy-to-rent model. So my colleague already mentioned a lot of these opportunities which are very specific for Tenerife, so I will not spend too much time on that. The annual rental ROI, this means what an investor and owner who buys a property on Tenerife can make purely through rental income, is in average 9%. When implementing some additional optimizations through technology, through revenue management knowledge and so on, our clients used to make between 10 and 12% only rental income, meaning you invest, let's say, 200,000, you buy a property for 200,000, you get only from rental like 20,000 plus per year. As my colleague mentioned, in addition on your return on investment comes the annual, let's say, natural growth of value of the property, which is in average on Tenerife between 5 and 10% per year. And in addition, since Tenerife is, let's say, made for such investments with its year-round appeal and everything, and most of the people buy with this idea to rent out. So the value of the property is measured also on its short-term rental performance. Okay, I used to study for a movie director like 25 years ago. Some things have changed. Yeah, as also my colleague mentioned, digital nomads is a very, very, very strong target group for Tenerife because it has a modern infrastructure, and because after COVID, COVID was basically the COVID year was a real slap for Tenerife, like for every location with tourism, but at the same time, for Tenerife specifically, it was a push up because after COVID, the remote working concept, the teleworking concept was implemented. I saw it by myself. I was working in the international IT industry in the COVID crisis, and before that, it was not thinkable. Now it's going in a different direction. So this is basically a quick overview of, let's say, how we implement technology to maximize rental income. It is all about the listing. Basically, the listing is the digital profile of your property. So it's the sales and the rental, sales and marketing of the property. We optimize everything, implementing mainly technology, artificial intelligence, and everything available on the market. How this is done, let's say, mainly by hotels and with a lot of technology. This is the effect of it. CoastFlat is CoastVenture's premium brand for property management, for rental management. How we achieve higher rental revenue and rental occupancy. The average day rate and the property rating, which are basically typical hotel KPIs for measuring performance. But as I said, since Tenerife is, in terms of real estate and investment location for short-term rental, the same KPIs for short-term rental performance apply like for hotels. And this reflects, end of the day, on your investment in the most important KPI, the resale value. So if you, let's say, you rent out your property for 5 years, then you decide, okay, I want the cash, then you resell, the value of your property has grown, natural from the market, one thing, and from the short-term rental performance on the other hand side. So you sell, you make good money. And you can use by yourself and enjoy Tenerife, of course. My colleagues guide you already through this process, so I will stop it from here, also in terms of time frame. And, oops, this was the wrong button. That's it from my side. So do you have any questions? It is before taxes, because taxes is individual purpose. So the
About foreigners, if they don't live and
Yeah.
operate by themselves, they have to pay extra.
No, it's not extra. This is wrong. It depends. If you are a European Union citizen, there is between Spain and every European country, there is a double taxation agreement.
I'm not talking about taxes. I'm trying to talk about the netto return.
Yeah.
You cannot manage it by yourself if you don't live in this area. You need to.
You need a property management company. Yeah, this is what we do, yeah.
How many percentage of income you take?
Our commission, you mean? It depends on the package. We had a lot of customized. It starts with 20% and ends with 28%, but from the net income.
But can you tell the real netto percent for foreigners for investment?
It's the same for foreigners like for everybody. I mean, there is a net means before taxes, right? This is what you mean. After tax, it depends on you. Look, as a German tax, last year I was German tax resident, my tax rate was 47%. Because I pay taxes in Germany. It doesn't, between Germany and Spain, there is double taxation income, meaning end of the day, the taxes which I pay to Spain are deducted from my taxes which I pay to Germany. So it's up to Germany, it's not up to Spain.
Well, I think
You can come to
yes,
understand
exactly.
what you need, I
Would
can
be great
explain
to
it.
meet
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
details
Yeah.
at the stand. Great, thank you. So that was CoastVenture. Beforehand, we heard from Platinum Canary and Novus Habitat.